Just figured I'd hop on. Oh, hold on. Filling up my water. What is up? So, I just wanted to go live for a few minutes. Hold on, I have to spill. I just want to go live for a few minutes. Sorry if it's. Of course, there's a freaking UPS truck coming while I'm trying to go live. It's jacked up. Sorry for the noise. Hopefully you can hear me. Just wanted to go live for a few minutes. I just had a lot on my mind, so that's why I titled this Getting Unstuck. Because I've just been thinking a lot about business, the journey that I've been on, where I'm going from here on out, how, family plays a role in business, how your self-esteem plays a role in your business. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, vent, see who's here, see who's watching. Also, anyone that, participates or, sends a shout out, share this, whatever you can do. I only got 30 minutes before I have to go pick up my daughter from school. But, yeah, I just want to get on here and I guess basically just talk about how hard it is to get unstuck. But I think when you have the right support system, especially in business, when you are maybe the first person in your family that is in business, or you're the first person to start the type of business that you're starting, then it is kind of hard to navigate that. My parents don't have a business. Me and my brother are basically the first ones in our immediate family to start a business. As far as extended family, I think most of cousins and stuff are all in traditional jobs. So sometimes that's hard to navigate. There's no one telling you what is right, what is wrong. There's no one um, telling you the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, how to weather the storm. And so I think this last year or two, especially this last year when we had to let go of our venue business, our event venue, it's really been pretty tough. Not only on self-esteem, but then also on just, general thoughts about where do I go from here? Do I start over? Do I, you know, do I change course? Do I start something completely different? Do I do more of an e-commerce business? And I think now that we're nearing the end of the year, I feel like I'm starting to get a handle on what I want my business to be moving forward. Since we let go of the venue, we pared down, and I've hardly ever done balloons. I haven't done balloons that much this year either. So then that was kind of hurting my heart a little bit, because I love balloons. That's originally why I started my business. Um, and so we've been focusing on these throne chairs, and it was funny because once we kind of tore away all the things that weren't working, like the venue wasn't working, got rid of that. The balloons, I was getting such pushback from clients saying I was pricing too high, but then I look at other people in the city and they're pricing the same, but they're getting booked. So I was just kind of, getting a little disappointed with the clientele that I was attracting. And then I was trying to add backdrops and marquees. And the one thing that had consistently worked and is consistently working are the thrones. So I started to think, okay, well, maybe just focus on the thrones. Just focus. I have to clean the throne. That's why I have this. Just focus on the thrones. Focus on what is. Oh. um, what is working, what's not working, just focus on that. And once I started doing that, I realized, like, focusing on that actually ramped up our throne business. So like we've been busy every week, every Saturday for sure. And then now, like this coming weekend, we have 3 events that are happening. So usually it's just one every weekend, but now we've ramped up to like 2 or 3 events in a weekend, of our thrones being rented out. So it just taught me. I stepped back and it taught me that sometimes when you like take a step back, it's not, or when things fail, it's not to say that you're a failure. It's to actually show you what to focus on. So once we started focusing on just thrones and booking the thrones and just showing that on our social media, that's actually ramped up our business. So, um, hey, how are you? I say all that to say, um, you don't give up. Like any of you that are starting a business or thinking about starting a business, you just have to keep going. I don't know why would I, what? Okay, Sigma boy, I'm not gonna read that. I don't even know what that says. Especially you put that the 6 and the 7 stuff is really. I have teenagers also, so yeah. Oh, thank you so much. You're beautiful. Thank you. So I say all that to say, like, you have to keep going. Like, even I read a post today where it's like this girl, that I went to high school with, she just had a birthday, and she was saying, like, sometimes you make a mistake or you fail at something or something. Hey, Texan Fury, or Furry, if it's that, I don't know. You try something, you do something, and then it kind of steers you in a different direction, or you feel like you're a failure. And it's not that you're failing, it's just sometimes if you want to pivot or you run into an obstacle, you have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And so once we were able to do that and just focus on the thrones, then let me start cleaning this so it can dry. Once we were able to focus on the thrones, um, I realized, like, that's what we should have been doing in the first place. That's what we should have started doing, is focusing on the thrones, focusing on what is working, focusing on something small, because it's just me and my husband. And a lot of the times my husband's gone for work, so then it's just me and my sons doing the deliveries. And so, I'm using my SUV. We don't have a dedicated vehicle for it. So a lot of the times, things seem so hard, but you want to go big. And maybe I think the lesson that I've learned this year is that you start small, build that, and then get bigger. Do you like the drawings? Do you like the drawings of green cats? I'm not a cat fan. But I mean, if you can draw, from what I could see, it looks cool. I like the color green, so that's a that's a plus. So now, with all that being said, we are focusing more on the throne business. I actually have 2 of these to clean. So we're focusing more on the throne business. We're focusing more on just trying to build our social media for that. And then now that, we have gotten we have the throne business down, we kind of, it's like clockwork, like how we schedule, how we book, everything like that. I want to like teach people thrones, because I did notice that there aren't too many people in my area that do thrones, and I'm sure and I'm in a major city, so I'm thinking, it's probably the same way in other cities, and if people wanted to get into the throne business, there's not too many people teaching that, so I want to start teaching that on my channel. I'm still gonna do balloons. I'm still gonna teach balloons, or I'm gonna start teaching balloons. That's another thing that I wanted to get into. But like I said, start small. If I could teach people the throne business, then I could for sure teach people the balloon business. The only thing that sucks is that, I really do want to grow my balloon business bigger than what it is. Um, I mean, I've been booked for, over $1,000 events, but I would love to. Hey, California Dreamin', NorCal. What's up? My brother just flew up. Well, he's at the airport trying to fly up there to visit my sister. So I I want to teach people balloons. I've made over $1,000, like, in for one event in balloons, and probably over maybe 20,000 in just balloons in general. But I want to teach people balloons, but sometimes you have that like imposter syndrome. Um, and I think it was my balloon coach. Shout out to Justine Jordan. Happy to assist in the chat moderation. Management license. Okay. Okay. Well, once I get the hang of going live, yeah, it'd be cool to have a moderator. But I hardly go live, so it's oh, cool. Thank you for the gift, California Dream. So so a lot of the times, I have imposter syndrome. Shout out to Justine Jordan Creative. If you don't know who that is, just type in her channel in YouTube, and you'll see her videos. She was my balloon coach for like over a year. Um, and then she kind of disbanded the coaching group that we were in. But I still follow her on social media. I still follow her on YouTube. I still consider her my business coach, one of my business coaches, even though we're not directly working together. But I do see her as like a business mentor. She has helped me build my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to still build up. Okay, cool. Yeah, circle back. So that's something that I feel like an imposter a little bit, but I do feel like maybe all the no's that I've been getting for my balloons and for my designs, which I think is crazy because a lot of people, I don't know what it is, maybe it's the area that I live in, but people want balloons for like $100, or they want you to do, well, I'll buy the balloons off Amazon and you just put them together. And that's, I've done that in the past, and it's always been a hard no for me. I gave it 3 tries, 3 college tries. I bought a kit for myself to test it out. I had 2 paid gigs that one was a friend of a friend, and one was like a client of the venue that was already booking the venue anyway. So I was like, yeah, sure. But all those times, freaking disaster. So I will never do Amazon balloons. I will never let a client, unless I know that client is a balloon artist themselves and they just don't have the time. But I will never do balloons from the client ordering balloons themselves. Like, it's crazy. So so I really think that uh, you can have imposter syndrome when you're not getting booked for things that you thought you wanted to be successful in, or you thought you should be successful in, but you're having a lot of pushback. And I just want to teach people like what I've learned, especially in this last year, how to push through those things and how to, get your mind right. A lot of it is mindset to keep going. A lot of it is you're taking it personally. I know how I was. I was taking it personally just because of how I grew up, and how, um, I was feeling like they were putting me down by rejecting my services. So it's not even that. It's just that client's not a right fit. If I could teach you anything today, and if you're starting any kind of business, if someone doesn't want to work with you, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Them not wanting to work with you means that they're not a right fit, and it's a red flag. It's literally a red flag that you are you are coming in trying to basically put someone's business down, but then you don't have a business yourself. Like, that's wild to me. So it's like I've learned how to not take it personal. I've learned how to reframe my mindset to understand what those rejections mean. Those rejections don't mean anything about me. It's really just like a nudge in a different direction. It's a rejection, what's that saying? Rejection is just redirection. Legit. Like that's like that's literally what it is. Like rejection is literally just redirection to something else. I've learned that from like Justine. I've learned that from my own experiences. Like I've learned that from listening to other people's stories of how they've been running their business, and it's just it's a hard thing to work through, but I'm really trying to build a business around helping people realize that, because there's a lot of us moms. I'm a mom of three. I still work on top of having a business. I have a husband. I have three children. I still got to try and be a friend. I'm not the best friend because, so a lot of my friendships I've had to let go because it's just not aligned with I, um, what I want to do. Due to the current shift in American politics, do you expect legislative action against Black owned businesses? Well, Gabrielle, thank you for the question. Or Gabriel, sorry, I thought I said Gabriella. Gabriel Diaz. No, I'm really not a politics person, so I'm a firm believer in whatever's gonna happen happens, and I believe in God, so my belief is that whatever God allows to happen, that's what's supposed to happen. So I don't really get too much into politics. Of course, it's all over my social media feed. I watch The Daily Show every now and then, or I watch little reels and snippets of things, but I really don't. I just know no one's in my front yard stopping my business. And until someone's standing on my lawn telling me not to do X, Y, and Z, then I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Also a believer in I don't let other people control what I do. So that's how I see it. And I'll just leave it at that. I mean, I think more Black people should get into business because it can lead to financial freedom. I think I probably, if I wasn't so business minded, I don't think I would have had the mental strength to get through what I've gotten through. Um, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But the shift in business, we're gonna focus on the thrones. The other one. I have two. We're gonna focus on the thrones. We're gonna focus on me personally. I want to focus on teaching women. Yeah, I know I'm probably gonna attract Black women, but I think just all women in general, all working moms, should have something on the side that is a creative outlet and something on the side that is something for them, because I think as women we're always pouring into everybody else, and I think you can have a side hustle or some kind of hobby or something that pours that helps you pour back into yourself, you know what I mean? And if you make money on the side, great. If you don't, then as long as you're happy and you love what you're doing, that's all that matters. So that's what my new focus is on right now. Moving into the new year, or especially this month, I really want to try and launch some mini courses for people to get. Oh my gosh, my bad. Some mini courses for people to get into the throne business, to get into balloons, to also maybe even find what they're passionate about and start a business about that. So I am thinking about all that. I'm thinking about how can I serve not only my community, serve my community, whether it be just women, whether it be the Black community, whether it be Black women. I didn't know how to say that. So that's kind of the gist of where I'm going with this channel. I want to do more lives, so that's why How do you? Okay. Guess I should put on airplane mode. How do you do that? Or silent? Hold on. I always forget about notifications. So that's what I want to do moving forward. I want to do more lives like this. I'm taking every Friday for the rest of the year off. So I did that to basically give a day to myself. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to pick up my daughter soon, but other than that, um, I just wanted to do that as a pour into myself because naturally I'm a giver. Naturally I'm resourceful and naturally I'm creative. So I feel like if I can marry those three things into pouring back into my audience, pouring back into those that subscribe, those that follow, and just tune in like you guys are doing right now, then I need to give myself the time to do that. And so I'm trying to go live every Friday. So I'm saying it now so you guys can hold me accountable. To help people get unstuck. Like I feel like I was stuck for a long time, and I would say lately or recently I've been like waking up with this like epiphany of like what's stopping you, girl? What's stopping you? Let's just do it. Let's just go. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. These lights are hot. Hold on. So I'm trying to get unstuck. I filmed a video yesterday, so that's kind of motivating me too. I filmed a video. Let's see. Making this. So I just have to edit the video. So that's my goal tonight is to edit the video. I was going to go live later. I was thinking like Friday night go live, like prep all day, film maybe one tutorial during the day and then go live at night. But we have a throne delivery tonight. So at 5:30. So I won't have time to go live today because we got to drive a little ways away. But I did make a video about this with some tips on how to make the base, how to add the balloons, how to add the topper. So I filmed that a couple days ago. And so I'm excited about that. I always have a hard time editing. I think it's because I want everything to be perfect and I want these like cool like animations, and sometimes that's another reason why I get stuck because I'll be like, ooh, I want it to look like this. And then it's like, I don't have the skill set to do that. And so it's just like, then I just won't post it. When it's like, girl, who cares? Either figure it out, use some kind of AI automation thing to do it, or just post it as is. And if the information's there, the information's there. I don't think I need all these, I'm realizing I don't need all these animations to, to post a video. It's like, what are you doing? So that's another lesson learned about getting stuck is just you gotta realize what your skill set is, what skill set got you to where you are, what skill set is going to help you move forward, and then what skill set do you need to learn? Do you need to learn something in order to do what you need to do? Do you need to hire somebody? I really don't want to hire anyone to help me with my channel as far as editing until I have until I get consistent myself, because it'd be kind of weird to hire somebody and then I can't consistently pay them because I don't have consistency in what I'm putting out and what I'm making, and therefore I'm not having consistency in what's coming in. So I do see that as a possible thing to hire an editor, and just have some help. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna, what's up, Gabriel? Let's see. As a German looking into the U.S., seeing the systematic discrimination is legal again really worries me. I have the greatest respect for you wanting to uplift the marginalized community, the marginalized in your community. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I think also you get to a certain age where you realize like it can be, let me back up. It can be very disheartening to see everything that's going on in the world, and you feel a little helpless and you feel like, what can I do? And I think I'm at an age now where I'm over 40 and I'm realizing just being myself, just representing, um, is what I can do right now. And then when I have the financial means to do that, which will lead to the financial means, and once I have the financial means to help the people that I want to help even more, then I can do that. But the main thing I can do that's free, and I think everyone should do, is if, like, draw attention to what's going on that's wrong. Say, use your voice, use your platforms, YouTube, TikTok. I mean, there's so many things that are out there that you can just, you know, draw attention to things. So I think I'm realizing that that's the perfect place to start. That's the perfect place to get awareness to whatever, problems are, whatever the issues are. So I really do appreciate you saying that, Gabriel. And I love that name, Gabriel. It's like I think that's from the Bible, but let's see, how much time do we have? I think I have 20 minutes. So yeah, so like I really want to, build my community. I'm also looking to this platform called School. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's like an online platform where you can like build community, have members, have people like join memberships. So I'm looking at it as a comparison to YouTube, because I know YouTube has memberships as well. And I think there's a little more to offer on there, because School, you can do like, I think, like online courses, you can provide templates for people. And I just want like a smooth thing. Like, it's like if I build a community or I build like a membership, like I don't want people to have to go to multiple places to find stuff. Like, oh, click my link in the description. And then it's like, but it's like one link for the membership, and then one link for the template, and then one link for this, and then one link for that. Like, I'd rather just like click this link, you go to this place, it has everything there, right? Like, like I feel like that's what that for me, if I was gonna join a membership, like that's what I would want. It's just like, I watch your video, you send me to one link, and that link has everything that I need for what I'm paying. The thing with YouTube memberships is that it's very limited in what you can offer. It's limited in how you roll things out. And I think with the School, I want to do like a monthly, like recurring thing, where it's like a monthly video, a monthly exclusive course each month about something. And I like School because conversations can happen without me there, so like I can post a thread, and then people can have conversations about whatever that thread topic is without me even being there. So I like that idea, because on YouTube you can't do that. Like, yeah, I can make a community post, but not too many people pay attention to that. You don't even get like alerts that someone did a community post, so it's kind of like, who really cares? um so yeah, so that's kind of like what the goal is for the channel. For those of you that are new here, or maybe it's your first time seeing my channel, my channel used to be Coco DIYs, where I did like all DIY, everything party related, event related, all DIY stuff. Maybe, and a little bit of home decor stuff. But then I switched gears into just focusing on balloons. So I do still want to focus on balloons, but I also want to teach people the business. Because I have my degree in business marketing, and I've been very like kind of disappointed that I haven't been able to use it. Like, even in my 9 to 5, like my 9 to 5 has nothing to do with business. It's in the legal field, and yeah. I can't be very creative there. I can be resourceful, and reliable, which I like. But as far as creativity um, and going with the times of like how marketing is right now, um, has nothing to do with my job. So I have YouTube as my outlet and you guys watching, and I just appreciate everyone that's here. I appreciate everyone that watches the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, share this with somebody. Somebody that's thinking about going into uh hi artist Dudley. Someone that's thinking about going into the balloon business, someone that's thinking about going into business in general and maybe just need some guidance, like share my channel, because we're gonna be coming out with some courses, coming out with classes, balloon classes, courses about business to get you started, just simple things like how to set things up. Um, Somewhat detailed. I want to find a platform that I can be as detailed as possible. Yes, all is well with me. Thank you. And I think on the other platform I can be more detailed and have more time. And like I said, I think it can help like connect people, because I think that's something too is I've noticed with my community of friends. That sounds great for real. Community building, it's important. And to stray away from big tech giants. Yes. Like I noticed that I bring people together, like people that didn't know each other before, but then it's like I introduce them and then they're friends. You know what I mean? Without me. So it's like I think that's like my superpower. I'm also a good listener. So a lot of people come to me at work and just, kind of vent, talk to me. Oh yeah, I don't need a moderator right now. Thank you. So it's like it's one of those things where I'm leaning into my gifts, I'm leaning into my talent that I have naturally instead of trying to find something new that's going to create friction, that's going to be something I have to develop or, build up. It's like I can just use what God already gave me, which is my ability to listen, my ability to be objective, my ability to you know, be there for people when they don't have someone to be there for them. So that's the goal of the channel. That's the goal of the. Okay. Okay, Artis. Yeah, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I mean, I'm good. I'm all right with that. That's your choice. Let's see. Winter's AC speech. That's a W speech. That's amazing. Thank you. So I think I'm gonna start that. I don't have a date for the membership or for the community, but there is memberships on here. I set the memberships on to YouTube. They're really low pricing, but I think that dedicated, like more rich, more robust community um, is gonna it's gonna be a higher price. It won't be. I mean, I don't want to charge any more than $50. I think that's crazy. Like $50 a month is crazy. So anything, it won't be over that. But I think I'm gonna charge something. But I think it's gonna be more robust. It's gonna be more like you guys get to talk to each other. You're welcome. Anything you don't want anything. Okay. Cool. I don't know why. It's like you can stop commenting if you don't want to. If you don't want to be here. Yeah, if you don't want to be here, I mean, just don't. So I think leaning into that and being able to build a community where not only I'm helping facilitate these conversations, but then also like people in the balloon community, event industry, people that just want to learn, people that just want to do it as a hobby, people that just want to be, educated, like color matching, learning how to design, learning how to put a quote together, learning how to make an invoice, learning how to just like all these little things that like no one really teaches you. You have to kind of figure it out yourself. Well, I've been in business for 4 years. I've been in the event industry for 15 years. And it's just like, okay, I don't know why this person's still talking. I've been in this industry long enough to like, this is what I've learned, and I want to give that back to my community here on YouTube, and also have a dedicated platform to harness more richer, more robust, um, I more robust connections. Gabriel, what state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I'm in California. I'm in San Diego, California. Um, I don't know. Some people have opinions about that. I don't know. I grew up here, so you know, um, you just are where you are. I wouldn't change it for the world, because there are places that are not. As a black person, I would not want to be in another state. Is that the back of a store? No, Tetra. No, this is my garage. No, no, no. I we used to have a we used to have a storage that we stored all of our stuff from our event venue, and then we had to get once we got rid of the venue, we moved everything to the storage, but then that was becoming expensive. They kept raising the monthly rent. Well, yeah. um, Yard sale? No, no. Yeah, I was trying to do. They kept raising the rent, so I had to get rid of the storage. So, but before I got rid of the storage, I had to sell like we had like 100 chairs, folding chairs. We had like a dozen round tables, a dozen rectangle tables. So I had to sell all that stuff to downsize and get rid of the storage. And so we had to move everything into my garage. And then I was playing around with like Whatnot a little bit. So there's like a bunch of stuff that I was going to sell on Whatnot, and I just haven't gotten into a rhythm of being on Whatnot. So Artiste Dudley said that's why you're crazy, because you're in California. Well, that's why. Yeah, Cali sounds like it's the last bastion of hope. Yeah, California's different. California is its own beast. I would even say uh, Northern California is not the same as Southern California. Um, yeah, it's just kind of crazy out here. I mean, I think San Diegans, we have a very, eh, it is what it is. We're not LA, we're not San Francisco, so we're just like, we're kind of like the third, the third one on the list. Do you sell thrones or lease them? I lease the thrones. So we have 3 rentals this weekend. So we rent them out for birthday parties, baby showers. I think we had one for a homegoing. They like wanted to put the picture of the person who passed away on the chair, so that okay. So yeah, we have the white and gold. These are the smaller size too. So these are more for like weddings. So if you had so like that, if you had a wedding and you had a couples table, so we do decorated couples tables. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna say your name. Peace. So we do decorated couples tables, and then the bride and groom will sit here. So we have these in white and gold. We have 2 this size in white and silver, and then we have larger ones that are white and gold, white and silver. Then we have black and gold, and then we have pink and gold. So we rent these out. We rent them for 24 hours because we don't like to stack our rentals, like having multiples in a day, unless it's multiple like different colors that we're delivering. So yeah. So I'm gonna, I guess, get off of here because I gotta go. I got 5 minutes. And then I gotta go get my daughter. So yeah, so if you guys are here, still here, thank you for watching. Good or bad in the comments. You know, to me it's all engaging. It's all like a temperature check of what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. You have your opinion. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't care. So you know, I'm here for it. Good and bad. I think, you know, good versus evil. There's two sides to every coin in the world. So thank you so much, Gabriel. I wish you the best too. Thank you. So yeah, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try and go live every Friday. I'm also going to try and do, for those that do sign up for the YouTube membership, do like a membership only live once a month and post that. So I got to get my schedule situated because, like I said, our thrones are kind of blowing up. So I got to really be strategic about that. And then I will in other videos let you guys know if and when. No, I will let you know when. It's not if, but I will let you know when the other community starts, what the pricing is, what you get in that, because I really do want to reach out and help people. And then I will be posting this video later on tonight. So still got a couple more edits to do and links to create. But yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you for the reward. I think it was California Dreamin'. Thank you guys for being here. Remember, get unstuck. Every rejection is a redirection. So don't give up. Stay on it. Stay focused, and you will be successful. All right. Stay crafty. Peace.